All right, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, my name is Jesse Mars, and I'm here to do my final presentation, my final speech, and this will be the persuasion speech. Looking directly into the camera, I want to say to you guys, first off, capitalism can be a beautiful concept, but anything unregulated has the opportunity to become merciless. Um, an example that I want to give would be, imagine being able to go to work day in and day out, working hard for an employer, but then not receiving the due pay that you feel as though you should receive for the hard work that you've done over the years and years of contributing to a company. And that brings me to my emphasis on the business of the NCAA profiting billions off of college athletes, which has become a disparity in the sports world. It's a very hot topic that's going on right now, and there's a lot of opinions about how individuals feel whether college players should be paid for the millions of dollars that they bring to the sports world, and particularly the NCAA. Transitioning into my speech, I just want to say that I feel as though these students, they should be compensated for something more than just the college degree that they bring to the table. First off, the NCAA has reported revenues of more than $1 billion for the year of 2017. That's $1 billion. That's 1,000 millions that has been brought in as revenue for the NCAA for the year of 2017. That is a major accomplishment on the NCAA's part as far as being a business. We understand that, but then I think about the college athletes who put their hard work, their dedication into being able to help these schools achieve such a feat, but yet they receive nothing other than just a college degree, and then are told that that is suffice. Let's give an example. Just if you'll stick with me, like the 13 UNC football players who were suspended last year for selling their school-issued shoes. If we could read an article that says the Request Boutique in Greensboro, which sells men's and women's sneakers, was named in the emails. The owner, Gabe Salazar, told the News and Observer Monday that he didn't realize he was buying sneakers from student athletes at the time. He added that he didn't understand why the student athletes were being punished. Quote, "I think it's unfair for the university to give these kids stuff they aren't getting paid to play. The school makes millions of dollars off of these kids," Salazar said. "The school gives them stuff for free that has some value. These kids have no money in their pockets to spend on things that sometimes they need. Then they get in trouble for selling items for free that sometimes they have no use for. It seems like it's really unfair." That speaks volumes. The 13 UNC football players who were suspended last year for selling their school-issued sneakers, they sold their shoes to this particular boutique in Greensboro, Request Boutique, and then when those students they were subsequently punished, they were all suspended and staggered suspensions. And then this was just a report that the owner of the boutique gave, saying that he felt as though it was unfair for the university kids to be punished when they are bringing in millions of dollars for the schools and for the NCAA. Even when you look at the comparison of what a college graduate will make over their lifetime, after they have played college sports and then decide to go out into the world and pursue a professional career that's other than professional sports, the amount of money that they will make over their lifetime will trump by astronomical value and what the schools have brought in, but yet the schools will continue to benefit from everything that these students have done. I just feel as though there's something that can be done more, and these students definitely deserve it. They deserve the recognition, but also they deserve an additional piece of compensation. They deserve an additional piece of the pie. for all of the money that they bring to these schools. Um, as we have declared before, that the NCAA reported revenues of $1 billion in 2017. $1 billion. And most of these students don't go on to pursue a professional career in sports. Just a select few actually make it to what we would consider the next level, to begin to make millions of dollars as professional athletes. But the small number that don't, the small number that do, is a very small percentage in comparison to the greater number that doesn't, and then they have to go into the workforce, and it just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. So that was definitely my presentation. I feel as though the compensation in some form of another, whether it would be some type of campus compensation, or maybe it was some type of food compensation that these students can receive for helping to build the reputation and the name of these universities. That is my speech for today. Hopefully, I've been encouraging and persuasive enough to have us to rethink it and say, if the NCAA can bring in a reported revenue of $1 billion, but yet these students receive absolutely nothing, is that totally fine? Is that correct? Is that capitalism at its finest? And should we begin to go back and reevaluate some things, and to see where can we make changes to where everyone gets an equal piece of the pie? Thank you once again. My name is Jesse Mars. You guys have been awesome listeners, and I hope to get some awesome feedback. Thank you again. Bye.